The corner of filament. The corner of fun. The filament corner. Alright guys, this is the filament corner. The corner of filament, the corner of fun. And we are back outside today. Even though the mosquitoes are getting bad this time of day, I do like being out here and videoing out here. There's just so much background noise that I think it adds to it a little bit. So, as you can see in front of you, we got quite a bit of stuff on the table. And here, a hammer that I've printed out. So if you remember, I just put up the failure while I was trying to print a hammer, and I had to swap filament. Wasn't quick enough on the draw, caused it to fail. Well, here is that hammer fully printed out in purple. So, as you can see the lines. I sanded the top of it. Didn't like the look of it sanded on the top and the handle. Smoothed it out. So I just painted them. I don't think it'll add or do much, but I didn't like the look of the sanded purple, so I decided to just paint them. So red for the handle and black for the top of it. And today we're going to actually try to test it as a practical hammer. Not a replacement, of course, but you know, oh, I need a hammer. Well, I ain't got enough money until maybe next week to get one, but I've got the filament and the time. It is unexpected that would happen. A lot of people do have hammers like me. Just to put this a little bit more in this printed hammer's favor, I have a smaller, claw hammer. I could get the bigger one, but I'm trying to be a little nice here to this hammer. Yep. And if you watch the time lapse, here's that failure. And I tried an experiment of putting them together. Yeah, it broke. So that didn't work out too well. Let's see, what's the weight? Let's go to grams. Looks like we've got 134 grams on the printed hammer and 366 grams on the small metal hammer. So that's probably around double. I'm not going to do the math right off here. So, and for the nails, we have some 1.5 inch roofing nails, and we have some common nails that are 3.5 inches. I don't have a lot of different types of nails for one, and for two, these nails have heads. So if you think about it, a nail that doesn't really have much of a head would have a better chance of more than likely penetrating this plastic. So, trying to be a little bit more nice here, and and we're just going to do these that have heads on them. So, I will get my little wooden test set up, and we will get to actually hammering. Alright, here it is. You may not think that this is the best test, because this wood is getting pretty old, but it's what I've got on hand. It is what we shall be using. If you want to do this test yourself, feel free, because I will be putting this hammer up on Thingiverse. Even if this doesn't work, you can still print it out as a toy. So, grab out a couple of the long nails, long commons. I'll grab out a couple of the roofing nails. And I guess we will start with a roofing nail. And I guess we will use the normal hammer. So Just making sure that we're going to be on camera. Giving a little bit of a ridge so that way I can try to pull it out later. Now we will try with the printed hammer. Well, I already snapped the handle on it. That's funny. That is extremely funny. She snapped. It was hammering it, but then the actual handle gave out, not the head. Maybe it would have held together better with PLA, but yeah. Well, yeah. I was worried about those snapping. Clearly, superior, a real hammer. I mean, it did get it in here before the handle snapped. But I mean, come on now. Yeah, that thing just broke apart. That's pretty funny. And voila. There we go. Got it out. So yeah. Didn't work out too well for the printed hammer. There we go. Stick it back together for you guys. Yep, split along the layer lines. Maybe it would work if it was in a different orientation. So maybe laying flat against the bed would work better. So yeah, I hope y'all like this little experiment just to see if it would work. I think it might actually would work if, and only if, we don't print the hammer in the orientation that I printed it in, and we print it laying flat on the build plate. Because then the force will be working against the layer lines rather than with the layer lines. So that is my thoughts. Might would work better, but I don't have a big enough bed to print out this full-sized hammer. So if anybody does have a bed that big, feel free to try it yourself. If I do ever get a chance to print one out that big, then yeah, I will try it again. I may try a PLA version just to see, because it will still be having force along the layer lines, but PLA is, it's more brittle. It may be able to take a little bit more before it just, completely snaps all over. Maybe, because I know what I've noticed is with like the handle, I had to actually cut on cooling to print out this handle. And I've noticed that does make the ABS weaker. And that's why I'm saying maybe PLA would be better. Yeah, I tried printing this handle without cooling, and it was a mess. Have to cool it, just pushing too much ABS. It can't get rid of the heat quick enough to stay solid, and it just becomes a molten blob on the handle. So yeah, thanks for watching, everybody. And if you'd like to see more of this, feel free to click that subscribe button. It just lets me know that y'all are interested in what I'm doing.